Have team coverage tonight. Brittany Begley standing by at the Weather Center with a look ahead. Tiffany Justice is in San Jose along the Guadalupe River. But let's go first to Charles Clifford. He says one person has died after a tree fell onto a house. Happened in Boulder Creek yesterday. Charles?
Well, good afternoon here in the Santa Cruz Mountains. The cleanup from last night's storm is ongoing. And as you mentioned, one person has died. Around 3:20 Sunday afternoon, the Santa Cruz County Sheriff's Office and the Boulder Creek Fire Department responded to reports of a tree into a home along Highway 9. Crews arriving on scene found one person who was able to escape, but after searching the house, they found a second resident trapped inside who had died. Elsewhere around the Boulder Creek area on Monday afternoon, there were downed trees and power lines, rocks in the roadway, and a lot of ongoing cleanup. This man, who goes by Badger, lives just outside Boulder Creek. He says he heard trees falling outside his house Sunday evening.
Oh, yeah, about 10 o'clock last night. I put my headlamp on, I'm going around. Okay, they get in my shed. Okay. I lost reception. I can't call anybody. We have no reception. She came down and knocked out the power line that goes up the road. Oh, nobody's talking to nobody.
As of Monday afternoon, there were multiple road closures and lane restrictions across the Santa Cruz Mountains. All right, back live now. The identity of the person who was killed by that tree falling on the house, so far their identity has not been made public. But for now, in the South Bay, Charles Clifford, KRON 4 News.
Thank you, Charles. We head north to San Jose along the Guadalupe River. The fire department has been warning people, as always, don't try to drive through any standing water on the road. And there, of course, were flooding concerns in San Jose that sparked a local state of emergency. KRON 4's Tiffany Justice joins us live after talking to officials and residents. Tiffany?
Right. Locals tell me that during the peak of the storm, the Guadalupe River, which is right behind me, was running and flowing about 6 feet higher than it typically does. That's why officials were so concerned about flooding, declaring a local state of emergency.
I was driving through the town and city and everything like that yesterday. It was crazy. I got to see it raining sideways, raining until you can't see like 5 feet in front of you. It was pretty nuts actually yesterday.
Monday, the day after the big storm rolled through the Bay Area, we're seeing and learning more about the aftermath. Saturday night, the mayor and city manager of San Jose declaring a local state of emergency, allowing city leaders to order a mandatory evacuation of the homeless in the area living alongside the waterway over concerns of flooding.
We expected the storm to mostly affect our unhoused residents living in the waterways. We did open up an overnight warming location at Roosevelt Community Center, who saw its peak last night at about 72 or 73 individuals and a few pets.
The city says the emergency declaration was the right move. The San Jose Fire Department successfully rescuing several people and dogs from a diminishing island in the Guadalupe River.
A rescue was necessary along Guadalupe River, and I believe that the San Jose Fire Department successfully rescued 6 individuals and quite a few pets. It is the case that we would have affected many more unhoused residents would have been affected by the storm had we not ordered a mandatory evacuation of our rivers and creeks and waterways.
Several areas of San Jose also still dealing with power outages. Some residents say their power has been out since 3 p.m. Sunday, and they're hoping the power will be restored soon.
The aftermath with the electricity. I know a lot of places, especially driving around last night, places all the way in Los Gatos and everything like that had no power. There was just streets and like stoplights and everything like that with nothing going on, people just blasting through them. So the only thing I think they could improve on is just the getting back the power and everything like that to the areas they needed.
Yeah. The city says they're working alongside PG&E to restore power as soon as possible. So far, restoring power to more than 565,000 customers.
Whenever there is an emergency, many agencies work together. We are in constant communication with PG&E. I can tell you that PG&E is reporting that their crews have restored more than 565,000 customers who have lost power. We strongly urge our community not to touch or approach down power lines or wires. The other thing is if your home was damaged by the storms, we can expedite an inspection, and we will be posting that information online. This will help you with your insurance, and we can help expedite permits as well.
The city also telling me if you are still without power here in San Jose, you can use several of their community centers along with libraries to get electricity. Reporting live in San Jose, Tiffany Justice, KRON 4 News.